Hello Oracle Database fans, this is Justin, and in this Oracle Database YouTube video tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a database log-on trigger. Now, what is a trigger? Well, a trigger is a database object, okay, which is PL/SQL code, and PL/SQL stands for Procedural Language / Structured Query Language. And PL/SQL was Oracle's programming language. Okay, and basically what a trigger is a trigger fires every time. It's a piece of code that fires, a block of code that's stored in the database. It's not an anonymous PL/SQL code. It's a stored PL/SQL code, a procedure that executes or fires every time a certain event occurs, depending on what kind of trigger it is. Okay, it can be every time you insert data into a table, or every time you shut down a database, or start up a database, or log into a database, log off a database. There are many triggers. Okay, and there is no way to execute a trigger manually. You must execute a trigger by the triggering event occurring. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set the database to do something, i.e. to fire some PL/SQL code, a PL/SQL procedure, a trigger every time an Oracle database, every time someone logs into an Oracle database. So when someone logs into this database, after we create a logon trigger, the Oracle database will execute some code that we tell it to execute automatically. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's set the Oracle SID to finance, and let's ensure we're set properly. Echo Oracle _SID finance, and let's log on to our database as the sysdba user. Okay, connected. Do show user, login as sys, select name from the $database, and we see we're connected as to database finance. Now, go ahead and create a table, the following table for me. Create, and you can call the table whatever you want. Create table log on _ table name varchar 50. Okay, so we're saying create table log on _ table. So the table is going to be called log on _ table with one column named name with data type varchar 50. Table created. Describe log on table. There's the structure. And select asterisk from log on table, and there's no rows in this table. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a trigger, and the trigger we're going to create is going to be called log on trigger, but you can call it whatever you want. Create trigger log on _ trigger before log on, after log on database. Okay, I'm going to type in begin, and now we're going to start writing our PL/SQL code. Okay, but this is just going to be an SQL statement. Insert into log on _ table values a user logged on. Commit end, okay, backslash, trigger created. Okay, so what we did was we said create an object, a trigger object called logon _ trigger, and after, this is a special trigger clause here, a special type of trigger. After logon on database, so after someone logs on to the database, after this action, log on against the database, execute this code from begin to end. So every time someone logs on to every time the database notices that someone logs on to the database, Oracle will automatically insert this row, a user logged on, into the logon _ table. Okay, so every time someone logs on to the database, Oracle will insert this row into the logon _ table automatically. Okay, so if we do select trigger _ name from DBA triggers, and DBA triggers is the data dictionary view in Oracle, which shows all defined triggers. So select trigger name _ name from DBA _ triggers, where trigger underscore name is equal to log on underscore trigger. Okay, and there it is, log on trigger. Okay, now we're going to do a select asterisk from log on underscore table. Okay, now, oops, I'm going to bring up another window, and I'm going to, this is another DOS window, set my Oracle SID to finance, ensure I'm set properly, and I'm going to connect as user Justin. So I'm connecting to the database as database user Justin. Okay, show user shows I'm connected as user Justin. Now, when I select from this table, there's a row in it, a user logged on, because I logged in as user Justin. Okay, so there's a row was inserted. So Oracle noticed that user Justin logged on, so Oracle automatically inserted a row into that table. Now, I'm going to log on as user Minka. Do show user, user is Minka, and I'm going to do another select, and bam, now I have two rows. Okay? So the database noticed that user Justin logged on to the database, so it executed that bit of PLSQL code, this procedure up here, which all it does is insert this row into the logon underscore table. Okay? And then when I logged on as user Minka, it noticed it and inserted the next row. Okay? Well, that's how you create a database logon trigger, which will execute every time a user logs on to the database.